When our forebears, centuries or even millennia ago, constructed or crafted items and eventually abandoned them, it's unlikely they ever envisioned their future kin uncovering these relics to piece together the intricacies of their existence. Had they anticipated this, perhaps they would have left behind more instructions or clarifications for us. In the absence of any such guides, the annals of history often remain enigmatic, as you'll soon see in this video. A remarkable Roman-era sarcophagus, believed to have belonged to a prominent figure, has been discovered in the northern Gaza Strip. This significant find was made at a 2,000-year-old Roman cemetery, which was initially uncovered last year by construction workers on an Egyptian-funded housing project. The site, rich in history and overseen by a French team of experts, has so far revealed 90 individual and mass graves, indicating its extensive use over time. The sarcophagus, crafted from lead, is thought to be linked to a high-profile individual from that era. However, it has not yet been opened for study. The Palestinian Ministry of Antiquities has placed the sarcophagus in a protective wooden container, planning further examination by both Palestinian and international expert teams. The opening of the sarcophagus is pending the arrival of an international metal expert. Additional finds at the site, including clay jars and other items, reinforce its connection to the Roman period, approximately 2,000 years ago. The cemetery's location in northern Gaza, at the site of an old seaport from the Greek and Roman era, highlights Gaza's historical significance as a key trading spot for various civilizations, including the ancient Egyptians, Philistines, Romans, and during the time of the Crusades. A striking discovery was recently made in the ancient Maya city of Oxkintoc, Mexico, where archaeologists unearthed a life-size, headless human statue. This limestone statue, standing at 5 feet 5 inches tall, is believed to represent a Maya warrior, likely a prisoner of war. The National Institute of Anthropology and History led the excavation, uncovering this significant artifact, which has been nicknamed Yom Kib, the god of phallus and fertility. Diego Prieto, INA's general director, suggested that the statue's missing head likely symbolizes a warrior who was captured in combat and eventually decapitated. The statue's discovery offers a glimpse into the complex history and culture of the Maya civilization. The ancient city of Oxkintoc, located on the Yucatan Peninsula, is known for its limestone richness and lack of lakes. The city, inhabited from the late pre-classic through the late post-classic periods, was a major hub during the early classic and terminal classic periods. It boasts structures like pyramids, detailed hieroglyphics, and iconography. Despite the wealth of historical evidence, there is no clear indication of what led to the city's abandonment around the year 1500. A new study has shed light on how ancient Romans kept their wine full of flavor, a question that has intrigued scholars for a long time. The study, published in the peer-reviewed scientific journal PLOS ONE, examined 3 1,500-year-old Roman amphorae found in a seabed deposit near San Felice Cicero, about 55 miles southeast of Rome. Led by chemist Louis Chasson, the research used methods in archaeobotany, or the study of plant remains, to unravel the ancient wine-making process and the elements used in it. The study revealed that pine was used to create a kind of waterproofing tar to coat the inside of the jars. Interestingly, this might have also been done to flavor the wine itself. Since pine was not native to the region, it likely had to be imported, possibly from Calabrian or Sicily. This finding supports existing archaeological and historical evidence of trade links between these regions 1,500 years ago. The researchers emphasized the importance of a multidisciplinary approach in their study, stating that it allowed them to gain a deeper understanding of ancient practices than would have been possible with a single approach. Back to Mexico now, where archaeologists from the National Institute of Anthropology and History have made a significant discovery in the city of Pátzcuaro, Mexico, unearthing a chacmul statue. A chacmul is a unique form of Mesoamerican sculpture, typically depicting a reclining figure, often interpreted as representing slain warriors bearing offerings to the gods. These sculptures vary in design, with heads facing different directions, and their original name is unknown. The term chacmul was coined by Augustus Le Plongeon in 1875, inspired by a sculpture he and his wife found in Chichen Itza. Chacmul statues have been found throughout Mesoamerica, from Michoacan in Mexico to El Salvador, with the earliest examples dating back to between 800 and 900. The recently discovered Chacmul statue at Pátzcuaro was found during construction works. Carved from basalt, it measures 35 inches in length and 31 inches in height, and is preliminarily dated to the late post-classic period of 1350 to 1521. According to INA, these sculptures were likely used in sacrificial and offering ceremonies in pre-Hispanic times. The discovery has prompted the Ministry of Culture of the Government of Mexico, through the INA Michoacan Center, to initiate an archaeological rescue project to explore the area further for additional archaeological remains. A group of curious teenagers having fun at Lake Waccamaw near Wilmington, North Carolina, USA, stumbled upon an incredible discovery in April 2023, a nearly 1,000-year-old Native American dugout canoe. The ancient canoe, understood to be almost exactly 930 years old, has immediately been accepted as a cherished part of the cultural heritage of the Waccamaw-Siouan tribe. The tribe, together with the North Carolina Office of State Archaeology, worked diligently to retrieve the canoe from the lake bed, where it was found underneath a private dock. In Native American traditions, canoes held great significance and were the primary mode of transportation for many tribes throughout the Pacific Northwest. The 28-foot-long canoe would have been used to transport many a brave, and it serves as a symbol of the many centuries of Native American history in the region. Following its retrieval, the canoe was prayed over by descendants of the tribe and placed in a protective container before being transported to a lab in Greenville. Experts hope that a scientific study of the canoe will help to shed light on the history of Native American culture in the area. Wurdi Yuang is an intriguing Aboriginal stone arrangement located near Little River, Victoria, Australia. It features an irregular egg-shaped or ovoid formation about 164 feet in diameter, composed of around 100 basalt stones, ranging from small rocks about 8 inches in diameter to standing stones about 3 feet high. The arrangement has an estimated total mass of about 23 tons. The purpose, use, and age of this stone arrangement remains unknown, but it is believed to be ceremonial in nature, similar to other stone arrangements in southeastern Australia. The site is recorded on various heritage registers, including the Victorian Aboriginal Heritage Register and the Victorian Heritage Register. The Wurdi Yuang stone arrangement has garnered attention for its potential astronomical significance. A series of stones to the west of the arrangement's western apex mark the positions of the setting sun at the equinoxes and solstices, accurate to within a few degrees. This alignment suggests that the site could have been used for astronomical observations. Some scientists studying the arrangements have hypothesized that it could be as old as 11,000 years, potentially making it the oldest astronomical observatory in the world. However, the exact age of the arrangement is still not confirmed. In the spring of 1974, Sardinian farmers made a groundbreaking discovery in their fields at Mont Prama on the island's western coast. They unearthed a stone head, the first piece of what would become one of the most significant Iron Age finds in the western Mediterranean. This discovery led to the recovery of thousands of fragments, which archaeologists have since reassembled into dozens of giant statues. These statues, originally carved from single blocks of limestone, stand nearly 7 feet tall and are characterized by their highly stylized features, such as triangular faces and T-shaped eyebrows and noses. The most distinctive feature of these statues is their eyes, represented by large, round, concentric circles. The statues, categorized as archers, boxers, and warriors, reflect a remarkable Iron Age culture that thrived nearly 3,000 years ago. The Monte Prama giants, now part of Italy's Sardinia, offer insights into the island's dynamic history. Initially thought to be a part of a Carthaginian temple, further studies revealed their connection to Sardinia's Nuragic civilization, known for metal and stoneworking. The Nuragic people, who flourished between the 18th and 8th centuries BCE, left behind over 6,000 Nuragi structures across the island. The giants, believed to have been sculpted between the 10th and 8th centuries BCE, were likely destroyed by Phoenician or Carthaginian colonists. Pumapunku, located in Bolivia, is one of the world's most mysterious ancient sites, fascinating both academic archaeologists and historians, as well as those exploring theories of advanced prehistoric civilizations or extraterrestrial assistance. Part of the massive ancient city of Tiwanaku near Lake Titicaca in the Andes, Pumapunku predates the Inca presence in South America. The site is renowned for its precision and complexity, with finely cut doorways and stone blocks that bear no chisel marks and interlock with remarkable precision. Despite being incorporated into the Inca Empire and culture, the city had already been abandoned when the Incas conquered the area in 1470. The Incas revered the site as the place where Viracocha, their deity of creation, created the ancestral people of all ethnicities. The origin and age of Pumapunku remain subjects of debate. Radiocarbon dating suggests the site was constructed between 500 and 600, but some argue this dating is inaccurate and that the structures could be much older. Early explorer Arthur Posnansky dated the site to around 15,000 BCE, based on astronomical alignments, a claim supported by modern archaeologist Neil Steed. The site's main temple aligns with the sunrise on the first day of spring, and Posnansky found that the solstice alignments matched the sunrise positions from 17,000 years ago. Archaeologists from Flinders University are embarking on a groundbreaking project to trace the origins of ancient ceramics from the maritime Silk Route. This initiative, supported by the Australian Research Council and international partners, aims to unravel the stories behind some of the world's largest collections of trade ceramics. The research team, led by Dr. Martin Polkinghorn, will employ archaeological science methods to examine extensive collections held by the Republic of Indonesia, the Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fisheries, and a private collection amassed by barrister Michael Abbott AOQC. The project's primary goal is to reconnect these pieces with the ships they originated from, thereby weaving a detailed narrative of ancient global trade. This research, expected to span over 4 years, will not only provide insights into the past, but also foster educational opportunities for students from Indonesia and Southeast Asia at Flinders University. The team will work closely with regional colleagues, particularly from Indonesia, to ensure the pieces are correctly provenanced and reconnected with their communities of origin. In Australia, the focus will be on Mr. Abbott's collection, entrusted to Flinders University, which comprises over 2,300 pieces and is believed to be Australia's most extensive collection of trade ceramics. Over 1,000 years ago, people from across the southeast United States regularly journeyed to a small island on Florida's Gulf Coast, not for sunbathing but for bonding over oysters. This unique gathering, as revealed by archaeologists analyzing present-day Roberts Island, was likely a response to climate change and social upheaval. Despite an unknown crisis around 650 leading to the abandonment of most ceremonial sites in the region, Roberts Island continued to draw visitors for another 400 years. Here, out-of-towners and locals maintained shell mounds and a stepped pyramid, but the feasts had become simpler, primarily consisting of oysters, reflecting perhaps the lower sea levels and cooler, drier conditions of the time. The persistence of these gatherings at Roberts Island highlights the ancient community's commitment to maintaining social ties, despite regional hardships. C. Trevor Duke, the study's lead author from the Florida Museum of Natural History, found it compelling that people continued to harvest oysters and keep social relationships active amid potential climate change. The study compared animal remains from shell mounds at Roberts Island and Crystal River, a more prominent ceremonial site. While Crystal River hosted lavish feasts with a variety of dishes, Roberts Island's menu was mostly limited to oysters. In Blackfriars, Leicestershire, England, archaeologists have made an intriguing discovery at a site believed to have been an ancient mint. They unearthed over 20 coin mold fragments, which they think were used to produce the gold and silver coins of the Halaton treasure. This treasure, discovered in 2000, is a significant Iron Age find comprising over 5,000 coins, a Roman cavalry parade helmet, unique silver objects, and the remains of around 400 pigs, all buried at an Iron Age shrine in southeast Leicestershire between 50 BCE and 60 CE. The researchers suggest that this site was a 2,000-year-old mint of the Corioltavi tribe, who controlled most of the East Midlands before the Roman conquest. The Corioltavi tribe began producing inscribed coins at the beginning of the 1st century, and it's believed that many of the coins found in the Halatan treasure were produced at this site. In addition to the ancient mint, the team also discovered a Roman tile with dog paw imprints embedded in the ceramic, as well as some floor and roof tiles with sheep or goat prints. These tiles were found within a Roman townhouse dating back to around 100 CE. The ancient catacombs of Malta, dating back almost 1,700 years, are set to become more accessible thanks to new developments. Located in Mosta, these subterranean burial grounds are a significant part of Malta's Paleo-Christian heritage. The catacombs, which have been recognized by UNESCO for their cultural and historical value, reflect the diverse and changing climates of the Mediterranean world from the 3rd to the 8th centuries. Originating from simple rock-cut tombs of the Phoenician and Hellenistic eras, these burial grounds developed extensively in Malta, particularly under the modern town of Rabat and surrounding areas. The Ta Bistra catacombs in Mosta, currently on the tentative list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, are undergoing upgrades to enhance visitor access and experience. The Ta Bistra site is a vast network of catacombs with individual entrances featuring unique architectural elements like spiral borders, scallop shells, arched pottery shelves, and agape tables. Unlike the underground catacombs in Rabat, the Ta Bistra catacombs were created by tunneling into the ridge's face. First discovered in 1891 and later recorded in 1933, the site had been looted over the years. One of the remarkable aspects of the Maltese catacombs is the commingling of religious rites, including Christianity, pagan practices, and Judaism within the same locality. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and enjoy watching new videos on my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you soon!